Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to show you how to cheat so hard it makes Hydra's and Saki Rodriguez's look just laughable. Maybe you're the type to enjoy some infinite liquid or infinite gas storage. Ha ha! Those infinite storages don't hold a candle to this method. And you may have figured out by now, we're talking about debug mode. Let's go ahead and pop right into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is type in Clay Play while sitting on the main menu. K-L-E-I-P-L-A-Y. And you'll know you've done it correctly because at the end of your build, a D will be added. And just to show you how powerful this is, we're going to start a brand new game. Sure, we'll do survival. We'll go spaced out. Let's go to the most difficult start there is. Oh, this looks great. Moonlit Cluster Radioactive Ocean. And we'll just start it right up. Ooh, it's one of the rare non-seed locations. Okay, looks like we're doing that one again. Apparently the simulation knows we're about to exploit it into the next century. Oh, perfect. Here we go. So an interesting note about debug mode is it's not like sandbox mode. Once you take a save file and put it into sandbox mode, you can't remove the sandbox flag unless you get crafty and use some third-party tools. But debug mode doesn't care. You can start a colony with debug mode, save it, restart the game to exit out of debug mode, go right back into the colony, and it's like you've never even used it. We'll use these 3 dupes, quite frankly, because it doesn't matter. They're all going to be super dupes by the time we're done. Welcome to our brand new colony, where we have unlimited power. Harold, Quinn, and Pei are about to show you some of their absolute superpowers. For instance, we can take Pei here and teleport them. Oh, there you go, Pei. Yeah, you didn't know Pei had teleportation? Let's go over here. Oh, is that not enough? Let's go into the water. How about up here? We can take Pei and put them absolutely anywhere. Oh, look, we're already at space. Very nice. And we'll bring Pei back. We're going to start by hitting Control F4. And when you do that, you'll notice, well, you can pretty much build everything, including giving the duplicants any skills you want. Harold here, well, they like digging, and construction, and farming, and grilling, and art fundamentals, and research, and rocket piloting, and improved carry 2. You get the point. When you unpause, you'll notice they're getting a lot of the skill points. Yes, it even takes a second. Way to go, Harold. How about research? Yeah, we can do that pretty quickly too. In fact, we're still in cycle 1, but we can pretty much be done with all of the research now. Yeah, and you thought your exploits were exploits, huh? And almost done here. Make sure we don't miss any here. Oh, look at that. Perfect. We've now completed the entire research tree without even constructing a single building. Very nice. Our duplicants, though, they're not completely happy with the way this place looks. Why don't we go ahead and clean this up a little bit? We'll start by hitting backspace. In backspace, you're giving what we like to call unlimited power, where you can create pretty much anything. For instance, let's say we want to start this colony off with just a little bit of thermium. We'll grab some thermium here. We'll say, I don't know, 50 tons. We'll make it a nice neutral 250 Kelvin. And then we'll hit the paint button, and look at this. It's 50 tons of thermium. Yay! Can we go ahead and dig that out? Oh, look at that. The duplicants didn't even have to dig it. That's right. We also have unlimited digging powers, too. What's the matter? You want to clear up a little bit of space? Oh, we can do that just fine. That looks perfect. Oh, I really don't like all this water. Let's go ahead and mop it up, shall we? Oh, look. Like I said, unlimited power. Well, it looks like we've cleared up enough space. Let's start building. I think these duplicants deserve diamond for their floors, don't you? Let's go ahead and pause this. We're going to destroy these tiles right here. Oh, look at that. And then we're going to add some beautiful diamond window tiles. Oh, what's that you say? We don't have any diamond? Au contraire. We have all the diamond we need. We'll extend it on so we can add some nice bathrooms and some nice living quarters. Oh, this is absolutely perfect. We'll put a nice ladder rung that goes up. That way everybody has all the room they need. And then we'll add some more diamond. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Look at all the living space. All right, now that we have our floors in, let's make some bedrooms. We'll give every single duplicant their own bedroom, of course. Oh, look at that. Already starting to look nice. but it probably needs a little bit of decor. We'll start with a nice potted plant over their head, and maybe a nice metal statue as well. In fact, why don't we use niobium? It has plus 50% decor. Oh, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. And to complete that artwork, we'll just go up here to the wonderful skills, and we'll take Pay here and give them all of the art skills. Way to go, Pay. You know what? I don't think a new home is complete without some party line phones. Look at this. Every house has its own phone. In fact, why don't we put some recreation inside their homes too? Maybe Pay likes to rock out on the jukebot, Quinn likes to play the arcade cabinet, and Harold just wants to sip some wonderful espresso. Very nice. And then we'll take some nice doors, made out of niobium, of course. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And let's actually put diamond window tiles around the entire base. That way, they're completely protected from the natural environments. We accidentally made these plastic ladders a little too tall. Let's go ahead and clean them up. Deconstruct, deconstruct. Oh, look, there's debris. Our duplicants don't like debris, do they? Lucky for us, in our unlimited power suite, we have clear the floor. We'll just go ahead and do that. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect. Step 1 to finishing out their bedrooms, though, we need to have some seeds for these wonderful aeropods. And it just so happens that we have some mirth leaves right above our colony. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and copy this mirth leaf. There we go. And now all we have to do is paste it down here. Oh, look. Fresh mirth leaves, just magically sprigging out of the ground. We'll go ahead and dig these up now, and then we can go ahead and plant them all. Next up, it looks like we need some power, and we're going to need a lot of it. So what do you think? This early in the game, we throw down some coal generators? No, nothing quite so pedestrian. We're going to go to our power menu and look at this. It's a dev generator. We can just go ahead and plant one of these dev generators right here. And it gives us a paltry 100,000 watts to use. We'll also need to dig out the area around it, and then we'll build one for each floor. What, your colonies don't have hidden dev generators inside their soils? We'll make some nice little industrial areas right in here as well. We'll start by digging out everything. Oh, that's just beautiful. And again, our duplicants don't like messes, so let's clean that floor up, shall we? We'll use some conductive wire made out of gold, because this is exactly what our immortal dupes of power deserve. It looks like Harold's skill at artistry is not quite up to Pay's level. Let's go ahead and destroy that, shall we? And we'll go ahead and remake it, except this time, we'll give Harold all the skills they need. Now they can spend their life working on art, instead of doing manual labor things like sweeping up the floor. Next up, we have to figure out this espresso machine. The espresso machine takes 480 watts, 1 kilo worth of pinch of peppermint per use, and 1 kilo of water per use. Well, that doesn't seem too hard. In fact, if we go to our plumbing section, oh look, it's a dev pump for liquid. We'll add this to the industrial area right outside the room. We'll grab one of these pipes, connect it right to the espresso machine, and then go over to the dev pump. We're going to select water, and just like that, the pump starts producing water. But now we're also going to need some pinch of pepper nuts. While I already see some pinch of pepper nuts we can go ahead and copy and paste just the way we did before, when you zoom out here, which by the way, debug mode gives you pretty much infinite zoom out, it still shows this fog of war. Well, didn't I tell you? Our dupes also have infinite vision. When you go back into the debug menu, it shows you everything around the map. Oh, look at this. A pinch of pepper plant. And now that we've found a pinch of pepper plant, we're going to go back into our debug mode. We're going to select it. We'll provide it a name and then hit the save button. And while I had to change my UI to be a little bit smaller, you can see now that we have pepper plant saved. So now anytime we want a pepper plant, we just select it and we can grow one wherever we want, like right around the espresso machine. And now we have pepper plants growing right out of the diamond window tiles. This is more for aesthetics though, because we actually need the nuts themselves. For that, we're going to have to take a trip to a different map. And you might be wondering why we went to a different map. Well, it's because we're on a hunt for a pinch of pepper nut. What we can do is go back into our unlimited power menu. We'll select this pinch of pepper nut. We'll name it something creative like pepper nut, and then we'll hit the save button. And now we have an ability to make all the pinch of pepper nuts we need. There's a pinch of pepper nut. There's a pinch of pepper nut. There's another pitch of pepper nut. And now that we have that template saved, we can go right back home to our planetoid of infinite power. Go back into our unlimited power menu, go down to base game, and look, there's our pepper nut. Let's make it rain some pepper nuts, shall we? Oh, yes. And now the duplicants, using their Doctor Strange powers, are pulling the pinch of pepper nuts from beyond the ether. Now, every time you do this, it kind of has to pause and then unpause the game, so it can be a little clunky, but it's a small price to pay for infinite pepper nuts. And now we have all of the pepper nuts that we need for the duplicants to enjoy their wonderful espresso. The oxygen here is getting a little rough, so it's time to build our electrolyzer setup. Except we don't have to build that either. We're going to go into ventilation, and look at this. It's a dev pump for gas. We'll throw it into our little industrial area, and then we'll create some radiant gas pipes out of niobium because, of course we will. And then we'll just throw down a beautiful gas vent. Oh, wait a minute. We don't build things out of simple copper ore. Let's build it out of, there it is, niobium. And look at that. Gas is sorted. We haven't even had our first meal yet. Speaking of which, duplicants are now eating the nutrient bars that they start with. And there's a way we can exploit this too. We're going to go ahead and let those nutrient bars out of the box. Then we're going to deconstruct the box. And then we're going to move Harold. Come right over here if you wouldn't mind, Harold. Thank you. There's a little piece of igneous rock in our way, so we're just going to put it into the storage bin real quick. And now we have our beautiful nutrient bars just sitting here. And you know what we can do with that? We'll clear the selection, select it again, name it NutriBars, and then click Save. And just like that, we now have a source of infinite NutriBars. So that's beds, recreation, and food all taken care of. It's not going to be too long before the duplicants need to get rid of their nutrient bars, so let's create some bathrooms. And using our abilities to morph things out of thin air, it doesn't take us too long. We'll use the little industrial air we created on this side, create another liquid dev pump, hook them all up with some appropriate plumbing. We'll just dump all the polluted water into here and then destroy it when it gets full and then recreate it. Add some beautiful crown molding. Oh, look at this. Isn't this a nice bathroom? All within cycle 1. So I know we've done this episode a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, but I did want to take the opportunity to show you that if you really wanted to, you can go right in the debug mode and create just about any single thing you want. Now, I don't recommend playing the game this way. It is terribly broken and will take all the enjoyment out of the game. What I personally use debug mode for is to do test builds. For instance, if you wanted to try out a new electrolyzer build, you can do it pretty quickly. Such as when you're experimenting with one of these exploity designs. I mean, it works, but it's no dev pump. Wouldn't you say so, guys? I hope you enjoyed this exploration into the ultimate cheat mode in Oxygen Not Included. I've been wanting to show folks the amazing power of debug mode, and this was a perfect opportunity. I've been knee-deep in building my new studio, and it is going to be complete for this Wednesday's stream over on Twitch. It's going to be an awesome reveal and a whole lot of fun, so I hope you can make it. Now, with your newfound knowledge, I'm sure there's plenty of systems that you want to design and try out in debug mode yourself. Happy building, and I'll talk to you soon.